Get ready for a night of bold flavors. On Wednesday, October 1st, step into a warm German kitchen with Janine Washley for hearty Bavarian classics, a hands-on culinary adventure over at Cooking at the Cottage in St. Matthews. She joins us in the Charlie Wilson KitchenAid kitchen, and she is already mixing things up here in the kitchen. It is so great to see you.
It's so nice to see you, and I can't wait to show you this recipe. You know, when we think about German food, specifically Bavarian food, we typically think schnitzel.
Yes.
And I did bring some schnitzel in today, but I'm going to demonstrate beef rouladen.
Ooh.
And that is the German word for roll-ups.
Okay.
So we'll just say roll-ups. And it starts with a thin, sometimes they're called breakfast cut steaks, or beef, or you can get a sirloin roast and cut your own. That's very economical. And you want to get about 1/4 of an inch thick, which we are right here. And this recipe is so easy. It involves your favorite mustard. Typically it's Dijon, but you can use a whole grain mustard if you'd like to. Pickles, dill pickles, and then bacon. And I brought in some beef bacon because I was thinking, you know, this is a beef dish, so let's use this new beef bacon that's everywhere.
There you go.
So yeah, and that cooks up really well. So it's a very hearty fall flavor. And so it begins just like this. So it's almost like, you know, we're kind of doing like a little bit of finger painting. So you just put about 1/2 teaspoon of mustard on your thin cut steak, and you just spread it out like you're spreading peanut butter or jelly or something like that. From end to end. That adds a lot of flavor. And then you just take your pickle and you put that on an end. I kind of fold it over if it's a long one, and then fold the bacon over. And look how easy this is. We're just rolling it up. It's a rouladen, a roll-up. And then we'll do this one really quickly. You can roll from either end. It doesn't matter.
And it doesn't have to be perfect either.
No, it does not. And you just want to roll tightly, you know, not too loosely. And then you just stack them in your pan. And this is a great tip. I use my Instant Pot. So it takes it from cooking for an hour all the way down to 30 minutes.
There you go.
So in 30 minutes, you can have this hearty meal. It's awesome, served with mashed potatoes. And I've got some prepared here already. So we'll just spoon a couple of these onto our Yukon Gold mashed potatoes.
And then here in the pot, do you just put like a little bit of oil in there? Like, what do you actually put in there?
Actually, I don't put any oil.
Oh, wow.
You can use beef broth or even just water, a little bit of Worcestershire, and then sprinkle some pepper over the top once you build every one of them and layer them in here. And then what you do is you put 2 cups of water in, and in about 45 minutes, that water reduces down, and then you put in 1 more cup of water, bring it up to a simmer, and then remove the roll-ups and make a gravy. And I've already made that right here. And you make the gravy by simply putting in 1/2 cup of heavy cream, 1 tablespoon of whatever mustard you used inside the roll-ups, a tablespoon of pickle juice, so it gets that sweet and sour flavor. And then you just let it cook down, and it reduces, and it becomes this beautiful gravy. So it's that easy.
It really is. And so these dishes actually mean so much to you because you are German. So what does it mean, you know, this fall season, we're seeing all these German flavors that come through all the Oktoberfest festivities and all the things. So why is this cooking class just so special to you coming up on October 1st?
Well, I was born in Bavaria. I'm Oberbayern, which means Upper Bavarian. So it's important to me because then my brother was born in Stuttgart, which is Swabia. So we're just from the Black Forest. So that's why it's so important. And that cooking class is on October 1st, and you just go out to the Cooking at the Cottage website, follow the prompts, and you can sign up. And if you can't catch October 1st, look at October 22nd because we're doing Alpine favorites then. So yeah, so it's going to be great fun. And it's not going to be your typical schnitzel or even the beef roll-ups, which, you know, are so popular. In the first class, we're going to do Schweinehaxen, which are ham hocks. So it's ham hocks with sauerkraut, and then in the Alpine class, we are going to do schnitzel because it is so
popular. Everyone knows it.
And there's a very specific technique, and I love to get everybody's schnitzel game going by showing them the proper technique.
Well, I love it. Well, you have so much going on. You also have a new E-Town Cafe that's going to be opening, so we're going to have to get you back on.
Absolutely.
We are running out of time, unfortunately. We got a packed show here today.
That's wonderful.
But we love to see all the things that you have going on. So thank you so much for stopping by our kitchen today.
Thank you for having me.
So again, if you are interested in getting your tickets for this cooking class, I know they're going to sell out very quickly. Just go over to Cooking at the Cottage website right there on your screen.